Hello and welcome to another wonderful episode of your favorite talk show, Serenity TV. My name is Goodness Shisom, and today we have two beautiful and wonderful guests on the studio in the presence of
Osagwa Kogo Beatrice.
Gloria Ojeni.
You're welcome, ma. Now, today we have a wonderful topic of discussion which touches our everyday life in both worldwide. So, what the question here on this show today is digital morality. What are we sharing online? Digital morality. What are we sharing online? And I would like to ask this question. Do you think there is such thing as oversharing online, and where do you draw the line?
Okay, thank you very much. Just like you said, our topic has to do with digital morality.
Yes.
Actually, there is oversharing online.
Okay.
And then when we are talking about morality, we have to know this is talking about applying values, which has to do with our sense of right and wrong. So many people know that yes, there are things which they are not meant to share online because as a human being, you know the right norms and values for you
Yes.
to do and for you to follow. You know how to judge. So there are things people share online which they are not meant to share.
Yes.
So I feel that yes, that people overshare online.
Okay. Do you have anything to add?
All right. Okay, we are talking about digital morality.
Yeah.
So I think first of all, we should ask what exactly is digital morality. A lot of people out there. So digital morality refers to the principle and values that guide how we behave online. Do you understand?
Yes.
And how we interact, what we share, and the choices we make in digital space, even when no one is seeing us, because that is exactly how it is. Now, if you watch online these days, we find out that a lot of things have been going online, whereby people post whatever comes to their mind. They say whatever comes to their mind online. There is no room for these morals we're talking about. Do you understand? A lot of people go online just in order to gain fame and publicity. They post a lot of things that are not supposed to be shared outside. You made mention of girls just showcasing their body online. It is not necessary. I think if you are sharing something, what you should be sharing is something that will impact wisdom to those that are listening to it. It's not something that people will look at it and they will be like, what is she even doing? If you're creating a content, for instance, for the viewers and pleasure or something, those people that are actually, will I say, that are actually looking for maybe what exactly you are presenting to them is one. But if you are out there to give wisdom, to impart knowledge, I think you should do things that will actually reflect in your own image and not share things that are not supposed to be shared.
Okay. Now I would like to agree with us here because a lot of things are going viral. You see people, like you say, posting nudity and every unwanted content just to go viral. So, but here now, I would like to know, where do you think we have to limit it? Where do you think people have to limit it? Because even for instance, people go online and post their entire relationship online. Do you think that is necessary? Do you think it's necessary for someone to go from their marriage life, in fact, starting from when they started dating down to when they get married and then their childbirth and all this online? Do you think it's impactful, or do you think it's unnecessary? Do you think it's actually nice to do that?
Okay, thank you very much. I actually think it is unhealthy.
Okay.
Because there are some things you don't share outside, because it might even be at your own risk, sharing personal information online. Let's say, for instance, now we all do it. We go on Facebook, we put our birthdays, but let's say when you share locations online, you share your relationship online, it's actually doing that relationship more harm than good.
Okay.
Because it is something that you are into, it is a process, and you don't know the outcome yet. And now you're sharing, telling it to the world. Not everybody, even let me say the internet itself, uses some of our personal information for abusive purposes, if we look at it very well. So I think as humans, as adults and teenagers upcoming, there are limits to things you share online. When it comes to your personal information, you don't just share things everything out there for people to know.
Okay.
Because someone might actually use it against you tomorrow.
Yeah, but I would like to add there, in as much as sharing relationship is not good online, but there are people that this kind of, some people love this lovey-dovey thing and they feel encouraged with it. I don't know. Is it bad? I don't know.
Just like she said, I would like
Yes.
to agree with her. It's not everything you share online. But the thing is, these things can be curtailed.
Okay.
But I think when we have digital ethics,
Yes.
then they should know that there are moral principles that needs to guide them on how to, on what to showcase out there. But if they don't have digital ethics, they would not know that this is the set boundaries
Yes.
for this particular content.
Exactly.
So there need to be policies that are guiding whatever content, whatever platforms that we are using to showcase out whatever it is we are showcasing out.
Mhm.
So they need to know about these things.
Okay, so you think it should be curtailed?
Of course.
Okay.
And it can be curtailed
Okay.
if these
Hmm.
different platforms have their different policies. Just like sometimes in Facebook, you see that Meta suspends people account maybe for using abusive words. These things, people can set, if they can set this kind of policies, and for people to know how to interact, because most people love using abusive words.
Exactly.
You see, and you know, actually in the world there are people who are not on social platforms.
Yes.
Because of they don't know what to say. Somebody like me, if I see comments going on, I don't comment because you don't know who is coming after you.
Yes, exactly.
Because sometimes there are platforms that everybody can say what they want to say.
Yes.
Nobody's telling them, nobody's giving them that policy on this is where your boundaries come. So most people are being abused, and it needs to be curtailed, and it can be curtailed.
Okay, now let's come down to Christianity. Right?
Yeah.
People come on the internet and post. You see someone praying, something God said we should pray covered, we should hide while praying. But Christians come on the internet right now and post their prayer lives, and you see them praying on the internet. I don't know, is it to get views? Is that really necessary too? or is it? Do you think it's for them to win more souls to Christ, or is it good?
Okay.
Are you not supposed to hide in your room to pray?
Okay.
And worship God.
Coming to that. Praying and while showcasing, I think it has to some extent it is good.
Okay.
Do you understand? But there's some things I feel that when you're having your personal morning prayer, your personal time with God, it's something that should be done in private. If you want to do something whereby you win souls for God, it is a different platform altogether. You understand? You can create a platform whereby people come in and join your worship.
Yes.
That is okay. But doing something in your own private space and you're putting your camera, you pray when you look at the camera, what are you trying to do? What message are you passing across there? You're not worshiping God. You're only creating it for the publicity. Okay, sorry to say, I watched a video yesterday night and about a popular man of God. I'm not going to call names. Who was on the altar praying? You were kabashing on the altar and you were looking at camera, so camera will view your face. What message are you passing?
He was shading.
I know. I don't understand, because for me now watching that, I feel like he's not serious with what he's doing. He's just doing whatever he's doing there. You're not going to tell me that kind of a person that you tell me to go to his church and seek for miracles. It's not possible.
No.
Because I feel that what you're doing there, you're actually trying to gain publicity.
Publicity.
Do you
I
understand?
would like to add something.
Okay.
Just like this is 21st century, and everywhere is digitalized.
Yeah.
So let's use churches for example. Even in churches, we have groups we call the media team.
Yeah.
These people are working on making sure. For example, now me, I'm in the media team in my church. Yeah. So the private own is different from church own. Do you understand? Just like she said, if you are doing something private, you're communicating with God in private. It should be in private. You don't need to bring it up. But for me, when it comes to churches, they have to pass out information, because there are people they'll say, okay, I was watching a particular program on this concerning this church, and then I got my salvation, or this is what led me to. Do you understand? So we cannot actually remove a digital world from Christianity, because this is when the 21st century.
It helps in spreading the gospel.
It helps in spreading the gospel. But when you now bring it to your privacy, you're praying and then you're showing, you're looking at the camera and all that, that's when we say maybe the person is actually looking for.
No, the churches of God, I agree with that. churches can use the social media platform to win souls for God.
Yeah.
But then you see someone, their privatized life. Someone is praying and you say to the camera.
Yes,
That
yes,
is
yes,
is
yes.
what wrong.
Yes,
It's so
yes.
terrible. I don't know. Are you putting I don't I know. Are you trying to trick people in or show them that I'm a Christian or something like that? Someone say them I'm a Christian body. If you see me, I pray on. I also pray when I'm hidden. So I would like to ask this question: have you ever posted something online, you shared a post online, and for some reason you deleted it? Maybe because of what people said, or you don't think looking at that post is not showing who you are. Have you just gone to the internet and post something? I just want to share your experience.
Okay. Coming to that aspect, I actually have. I have, but it's not that I posted it. Okay, I finished recording a video. I sat down and looked at this video. There was something I had in mind before creating that video. Do you understand? I was trying to pass something across to my viewers out there. I didn't want them to get it in another way. Like, okay, maybe you're trying to do this. For one, I sat down and when I finished recording the video, I sat down and watched that, and I'll be like, if I'm the one behind this camera watching this thing, what would I think? This is exactly not what I want to pass across. Do you understand? Because if I have, let me say for instance, if I have an image and I have a reputation to protect, I will actually make sure that whatever I put out there represents I myself, even without being there. So I don't also want to see look at that lady, or look at that girl. She's the one that's posting those rubbish online. Do you get? Because at the end of the day, it has an effect. And let's not forget that whatever we post out there or whatever comments we leave out there, it is traceable.
Yes.
You might comment and delete. It has been stored in that particular social network. It has been stored in your database. It is traceable. So whatever we are posting, even when you post it sometimes and delete it, you find out that something, you'll be like, something I deleted. How did somebody go back and retrieve such videos? Do you understand? So before we post anything or before we actually comment anything, we should think through. Because sometimes even our comments can cause damage to those watching it out.
Yes.
You see someone post something, maybe the person has this emotional trauma or something going on, and you are not there, you don't know what happened. And you see people like saying all sort of trash from their mouth, saying all sort of things, abusive words and everything. Because you just want to go withdraw, you end up and start writing something on that day. And you write something, you don't know how much what you just wrote can cause to the person reading that.
Okay.
And some people will actually go with the trend. Because sometimes some people look at you. You, for one, might not know that you are a role model to someone. Do you understand? And when the way you act online, let's use let's use this girl for example, Saida Bosch.
Okay.
She's a public figure. We all know that. And now she is a lot of young girls. She's their role model. As the female activist, or what would I call her that she is. She is their role model. Now, the things she say and the things she do, if she sits down to think about it, if we are to wait and we should think that whatever she's putting out there, is it helping those young girls that are actually following her or actually damaging them? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So whatever we are posting or whatever we are saying, be it an oral speech, a written down comment, whatever it is you're posting, be it a picture, it should be something that reflects your inner self, what exactly you are. Don't do something that will mislead others while reading your comments or your videos.
Yes, and there is this saying that the internet never forgets. Yeah,
They never
you understand.
do.
So we should be very careful of the kind of things we post. I think one certain time I made a post like that. I had to create something online. It was just a little write-up, right? And then I looked at it. Is this the kind of person I am? Like you say, why would I? It was segregated according to like. It was pushing another gender, or no, I won't say another gender, the female though.
Yeah.
I was talking down on them or something like that. But I looked at myself and be like, what if tomorrow somebody looks at this thing and say she spoke against us or something like that?
Yeah.
How would I feel? So I had to just remove that post and delete it immediately. So I don't know, have you ever experienced such? Have you have any,
For me, like before I post anything, I have to go through it over and over again. Because even while I was in school, once I make any post, you hear some of my family, extended family, I just call my parents. this is what you're doing. No, that's the truth. Maybe if I make a dance video or something, Akugo, she's online. So for me, before I make any post there, because I know that many people are going to be calling, I make sure, because for me, I know that I'm a role model to me. And as a teacher that I am too, I have lots of people looking towards me and how I behave too. So I make sure that before I make any post out there, that I go through it.
Okay, you're saying something concerning regulating the social media space, right? You know, people come on the internet, especially with the use of AI now, and then people use the AI to like hide a lot of things and bring up a lot of things. And there is this popular doctor online. He came on the internet and was telling people that, see, all this AI trend, I hope people are seeing it. I'm not the one who is doing this. So people should be very careful. So now, how do you think that the internet could be curtailed, like with a lot of fake information going on? How do you think it can be stopped?
Okay, you know that when we are also talking about, when we are talking about this internet, we are just also talking more about companies, organizations. So in as much as then, it depends on the particular social media platform. Just like in organization, you have they have sets of obligations concerning their clients' user data, on how to collect them, how to use them, when they are sending it out, and when them, because you know that some people can send out information or data concerning people. They can sell it or use it for anything. So that is why they have to be regulatory bodies. That is concerning organizations like GDPR and all that. So they are the ones who set this for companies and for individuals. And then the internet, for me, I think it's dependent on who is the owner of the social platform that is regulating it.
Okay.
It's not an individual that will do that. Someone that owns it.
Like the government. Okay.
Well, according to what she said, there should be regulatory bodies that will regulate things. I think if it is even possible, if it is possible that before you actually post something, you should go through thorough check or something to make sure that what you're posting or what you're feeding people out there is healthy for them to consume. Do you understand? Okay, there are people. Let's take a look at this third-party information. I don't go much on Facebook because sometimes I get really annoying things on Facebook that just irritates me. I was going through Facebook one day and someone posted something. This is a conversation you had with someone. You had a conversation. No matter the level of disagreement, you're not supposed to post without the person's consent. No matter and come to think of it, what you're posting now, you are damaging that person's reputation wherever the person go. And you know this digital, so once you post something, screenshot up and down, especially some people that know you, like, this person posted, this person said this, they'll screenshot, and it keeps spreading. Now, physically, you've damaged that person. Because wherever the person goes to, the person will get backlash for wherever. It's not you that posted this online. It's not you that said this thing online. So I think we should also talk about the third party sharing things that are not yours. You go, or maybe now you see someone working on the person is something. You have snaps, you've recorded, you've posted online without the person's consent. What exactly are we doing? If you are sharing something unknowingly, maybe something that benefits people out there, it is okay. Because you know, okay, what you're doing, you are actually trying to teach or educate people out there. But when you're posting something that causes damage to someone's reputation, even that can, because I've heard of a story where something like this post of a thing that went viral actually made someone commit suicide.
Yes.
Do you understand? Yes, so if we look at it now, we won't say the internet is bad because it's been helping us a lot, and we won't say it is good. Because a lot of teenagers these days come up and go to the internet. Most of them that are not well guided go with what they see online. You talked about something about relationship that people like watching love videos, and that is why a lot of marriages crash. They say the internet is what they show you what you want to see. And that is what it is. If I might not, maybe let me say I have a marriage and my marriage is not working well, but because I have people to impress out there, I have a fan to impress out there, I go and cook up this beautiful love story. Of how maybe my husband spends on me, and how I go on Dubai trip 3 times in a week and everything. I post them. Then naive people that don't know anything about it will actually key into what I post and be pressuring their own at home.
Yes.
So it causes without proper regulation and like keeping in check what we post online, it causes more damage to a lot of people mental health than good. Because I just don't, let's take for instance now, I post something about my joy. I'm sharing something about happiness, like maybe I'm getting engaged or something, and I just go online out of happiness, I'm sharing it and I'm posting it online, telling people I'm getting engaged and all that. A lot of people that, okay, let's just go Nigeria as a whole, let's go this culture, African culture as a whole. You post it online, a lot of people are just going to go, oh, she's even getting engaged, right? Let me come and see now. They've captured that one, they've sent it to this person. Can you imagine this girl get and all that? Now you as a person posting your personal information, you are not safe. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You are not safe. We should not allow this digital would I call it digital world, or to actually take our sense of belonging. There are things that has been happening. We have morals to protect. We have a lot of things to put out there. We should not say because of I want to be popular, I want publicity, I want to gain fame, and do things that are actually not healthy.
Okay.
To add something, I
Ma.
think
Okay,
that's
go on.
where digital privacy comes in.
Okay.
Yeah, to add it, that's where digital privacy comes in, where people's users data have to be kept. Sometimes you will see different banks sending you information. How did they get your data? There's no banking.
Exactly.
Okay.
So how did they get your data?
Okay.
So I think this is where digital privacy comes in.
Okay. It has been a wonderful time on the show. Let's go on this short break and we'll be back shortly. Welcome back from that short break. Now let's continue. Okay, Ma, I will let's go down to this scenario right now. A lot of things go on online. Okay, let me just bring it down like this. You see someone, let's say an accident happens on the road, and the first thing people think about is to bring up their phone and just capture it and be like, yay, or to boost up their views. I don't know, is that really what someone with a clear conscience should do? Seeing that someone just has an accident and then boom, you're bringing out your phone and then you're videoing it. Okay, in an end, it's good, so that the people online can, maybe it can go viral and then find out the families of the people involved in the accident. But then also, in another end, is not really good, because you see this person had an accident. The first thing your intuition should tell you is this person needs his or her life needs to be rescued ASAP. All right. So what do you think about that?
Okay, well, thank you. The thing is, when we come to that setting, exactly, a lot of people, okay, there was a day I was in the bus. I was going somewhere, and I actually passed an accident scene. And I was like, hey, they should rush this person to the hospital. But the most annoying part of it was people were standing. A lot of people were there, but they were using their phones.
Yes.
And they were making videos like, hey, accident just happened, you saw and so place and this. And I was like, hello. Someone should actually take it up. I know, okay, we all are scared at some points. We don't want to do one or two things. But instead of doing that, you could actually, if you want to do it, you could just, like, okay, let's say you want to, but you don't have the means, or maybe the area or the location that thing happened is a kind of a discreet or a secluded place that it happened, and you need urgency, you need someone. You could just actually record a short video and post it. Please, we need help, so and so location. That is different. But standing there, making a video and actually saying everything in your mind, though, so that the video will be long, you want to extend the video, you want to gain views, people will come and rush to your page to know exactly what happened to the person. What about the life of that person in question? So in some way it is good, in some way it is bad, but I totally disagree with that accident scene. Let me be sincere here, I totally disagree with it.
Okay. Do you have anything to add? I don't know.
agree with that.
Oh, you agree with that, just like that. Okay, no problem. Now, doing personal tragedies, you let's say someone whose parents died, or and the person just comes up in the internet, and the first thing the person thinks about is to call up the whole world and tell them, hey, my parents is there, my mom just died, and is crying. Is it I don't know, is it to just get more views, or you're just chasing clouds?
Okay, I don't think that's necessary.
Okay.
Because even when I lost my dad, nobody knew. I kept to myself. Just few people knew that I lost my dad. So coming online to tell people, oh, you lost your parents, this and all that, start crying. But my question is, how can someone come online and be crying? You're looking at yourself and you're crying. Who does that? If there is no ulterior motive,
Yes.
you can't be doing that.
Okay.
Because for you to even start, do you know what it means that actors even come online, like on this play, and then they have to like bring out tears. Then you as a human being, you just decided to bring out your phone and then you start crying.
Okay, so people call it cry for help.
It's
You
not,
know?
no, I don't
It's
see
for
it that way.
views.
I don't see that
It's
way.
for
I
views.
think that is, I would say, selfish purpose. Because that is exactly what it is for. If you say you lost a loved one, okay, there was a time I lost someone really close to me. Very, very close. I lost someone. And the first thing someone told me was like, so sorry, why don't you just post it so that people will know? I said people will know, but someone will see me out and say, hey, sorry, I heard you. I don't want that. Even a friend of mine actually had to go to the to Facebook and post it and start telling people that I knew that, okay, Gloria lost so and so. I got really pissed with her. I was like, I didn't ask you. Don't share my information. If I want to tell you, I will tell you. I don't want a situation where someone will come to my friend and tell me, hey, I heard you lost so and so person. Sorry. Or somebody will not use it and start creating nuisance. I don't want that. So I don't feel it is necessary. If you're grieving, grieve peacefully.
Okay, grieve quietly.
Quietly.
Another thing is,
Yeah.
and that's a way I think the person can do it. Another thing. Maybe there's the time for the burial is set,
Okay.
because you cannot always reach out to everyone in your
Yes.
contact. You can actually place it maybe on Facebook or your WhatsApp, where people can view that, okay, yes, this burial is there. Because at the time it happens, you would actually tell some people at some time.
Yeah.
And you can also come, not the crying, not the crying aspect, but once the burial is ready or anything, then you can give out.
But you know the most funny part? Some people will be crying and they're looking at camera. Even you watching it, you will see that they have an
Yes.
eye contact with the camera.
Yes.
Like the eye contact goes like, hope you're videoing me, hope they are seeing me crying. I don't understand. What are you trying to tell people? That's okay. This person lost his or her dad, and what you see that true, I'm crying for the dad I lost. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, but to me, I know that it doesn't make sense. It doesn't actually in when you lose someone close. But then you come on the internet and someone come up and the person is crying and the person is genuine. Like the cry is not for show or to get views, like we all agree, but to share information and to pass information. Like, okay, I was on my way to so place and I was molested. You understand? Or and this place is unsafe at night and people stole from me and I lost my property. I think that
one is
That one is
different.
different. Yes.
Someone can actually do that.
Yes, that one is different.
It's different, but it depends on what the person has in mind in doing.
Okay,
You can't
there
come
was
online
there
to
was
do
this
that.
video. Is an audio recording, not a video. Someone sent to me. So in that video, I actually don't watch or listen to those things. But when I played it, the lady was crying. So I said, okay, let me listen to the reason why this lady was crying. And it turned out that even in a way here, she entered this wrong bus kind of a thing.
Okay,
and she
yes,
was
I
all
heard
you
that.
heard it,
Yeah,
right? So in that case, she was actually trying to share experience and she was trying to pass the message across to people.
Yes.
That is different.
Okay, that is
That is different.
Okay.
But in the case of you grieving and you want the whole world to know, like see you and you're going with all those tears on your eyes and doing the camera, no. I don't think it's cool.
Okay, now let me come down to this question now, because this is less in Nigeria as a general. We are facing injustice and a lot of misinformation. But do you think it's necessary for everybody to come out on the internet and cry out, or should everybody just keep quiet and listen to whatever anybody pushes out there? People come on the internet and tell you Nigeria is bad, and this one and that one. But do you think like the other people from the other continent should know that actually this country is not where it's supposed to be, or should they just keep quiet?
Okay.
Is that passing that information, is it really necessary?
Okay, just like in Nigeria here, we say we are practicing democracy, even though it's not actually what is being practiced.
We are not practicing it.
Yes, every individual has a right to say what he or she wants to say. It is called freedom of speech. And now, when we are dragging it back to this digital morality now, everyone has the right. It gives them, if they are allowed to do this, it gives them this trust. It fosters trust. So everyone have the right to say, okay, since we are using Nigeria as a case study, just like few months ago, a couple came online and was talking about it. If she did not come online to talk about it,
People will not
that's
follow
77,000.
suit, yes.
Nobody will be enjoying it now. So everyone have the right to cry out, like, this is not how things are supposed to go on. Some people are eating this money while others are busy suffering. This is Nigeria. It's our country. Like, everyone is meant to be eating the national cake, and people are suffering. So many people are suffering. If you don't have connection, this one, some people say, go and pray. This time around, it's not about the prayer. Yes, prayer is
When you are
good.
praying, you have to put action.
But you have to put
Yes.
action.
You have to be
If you
an
don't
action.
have any godfather, like I was talking to someone today, talking about my NYS stuff, and the person was like, "Are you connected?" That was the first thing the person told me. Wow.
Yeah, because everything has to run with
Am I
connection.
connected? I just
If you want a
laughed.
good
Then,
posting, you have to be connected.
I now laughed. I said, I have God. This person laughed at me. It's not like I don't know what I was. I just
Yes.
wanted to hear
What-
the response of the person.
Yes.
So everyone have the right, even as much as they are posting people to different places. If the people are not okay with it, you don't force them to be there.
Yes.
You don't force them to be there because maybe there is something bad can happen. Do you understand? So I think everyone have the right to say what they want to say. And when they say these things, government or people who are in the high society should not come after them. Because if they come after them, it means that what? There is no freedom of speech.
Okay.
Okay. I will key into what she said. Everyone has the right to air their opinion. If you have an opinion, you have, but all we're talking about is airing it in the right way.
Yes, in the right
Pass your
way.
information across in the right way. If you have something to say about bad governance, be precise on what you're saying. There should be a certain focus. Okay, like that lady, that copper lady, she was weeping bitterly that how can she go to the market? The crate of egg from 4,000 is now 7,000 something. She has a reason, because even I myself, for one, I might not have the guts she had to come online and air her opinion. But I do sometimes go to the market and I'll be like, God, what is this? I have a budget of 7,000. I'm going to the market. I'm getting to the market. I can't even pick 3 or 4 items for that 7,000 naira. And it's affecting all of us. So if we are to come out and say, okay, this is exactly what we are facing, we should just do it rightfully. Because a lot of people come out, you're trying to make a point, but your approach in making that point just makes it useless. So if you're actually trying to pass an information across to the world at large, that okay, this is what is going on in your country, this is exactly what you guys are passing through your country, it should be done rightly and justly.
Okay, that's very nice. Now, social media impact on kids on nowadays, family wise. Parents have to give birth to children, and even from when the baby is still a month old, they are sharing the baby's lifestyle on the platform, on social media platform. Now, what impacts has that thing done on kids? Because I think I read somewhere where they said pedophiles go to family social media platform and pick up their children, and then go to the digital space, AI, and do a lot of rubbish.
Yeah.
You know who pedophiles are, right? So they do a lot of rubbish. But then I think some parents have learned that, and then from when the baby is tender, actually if the parent is a social media influencer, he or she tries as much as possible to cover the child's face. They just put their child, even when they are tender, they cover the child's face so that the baby wouldn't know anything concerning the baby on any social media platform. But then teenagers too, how do parents curtail their children or watch their children use of the internet?
Okay, thank you for that wonderful question.
Okay.
Before I proceed, there are little bones who already have accounts. Now,
Created by their parents.
exactly. Now, let's take it deep into the Christian homes. You know, there are some Christians that would want to remove the speck from other people's eyes, but they do not actually
Yes.
own homes. Now, this there is no more digital morality, especially when it has to do with teenagers. If we look at the record of JAMB, what happened and everything,
Yes.
you're going to see. For example, I know of few teenagers, if they come online, if you watch their views, you're going to know that these children, they are just doing things. You don't even know that they've done things you as an adult cannot do. But you know the worst part of it is that most of their parents see it, but they
And
can't
keep
talk.
quiet. They
I
call
think-
it Gen Z generation.
Gen Z, exactly, Gen Z generation. So there's one that came crying to me and she was like, Auntie Akugo, see what I scored in my jam. I said, oh wow, are you happy about what you scored? She said, no. I said, why? When you're in TikTok 247, you're shaking your bum bum, you will not read. And funny enough is that the parents are seeing this child doing these things.
Exactly.
So what right attitude is that parent cultivating when, okay, your child, even with the result, the parents cannot say, this is what you scored. The parents is trying to like, okay, let's see if we can do basic. Once you start telling your child like that, she's even knowing that, okay, there's preliminary that she can easily do. Maybe from there, she will now enter. When you're supposed to, there are measures you use. Start by seizing their phones. Even me, when I was writing jam, I did not have a phone to myself.
Yes.
I would lock myself inside and read my book. There was no time for phone. But you see to these days now, you see teenagers, they are being given free hands. And the thing is spoiling lots of things, the teenagers, and you see them, that thing the parent will not teach the child. When he or she goes out, another person or the internet will teach that child.
Yes, I agree with you. But then I want to also put in something. In as much as the social media platform has been a very good place for children to learn, because there exist parts in TikTok, I don't know, they call it STEM. If you look at STEM, following and for you, the part STEM, there in STEM, they teach mathematical equations, everything that concerns educational aspects. That's where you see it. Even there was the day I was on TikTok, I had to cross over there, and the woman was solving a mathematical equation. I learned that thing. I couldn't get it when I was in secondary school, but watching her, I learned it. So in as much as the social media platform, the only thing I believe it should be curtailed. Parents should know when to limit their child from going to public spaces, especially Google. Google has no restriction. Google, I call Google a two-edged sword. It can either make you or mar you.
Yes.
So I think the parents should also, there is a way parental controls, phones have it, parental controls, they put in parental controls so that these children will not go to 18 plus sites. You understand? And also, then your children look at their TikTok accounts. You can monitor it steadily. Monitor the accounts. What are you doing on that TikTok? Go to STEM. Watch what is going on there. Those things. A lot of I'm telling you. Those TikTok.
I think I have something to say in regards to that. Okay, now when it comes to parents, because I'm a parent myself, so when it comes to parents managing their kids, let's start from when my kids were quite young. There's a TV at home. So I set a parental control on my TV. If I'm going out of the house, there's certain channels my children are meant to watch.
Okay.
Because definitely children are curious beings.
Yes.
They want to change it and see what is in the other channel.
Yes.
So I set that parental control. You cannot switch these certain channels. You cannot go to this place. These are the ones you can watch as a child. And their screen time is always minimized. If you're back from school by 4 p.m., do you understand? You have from 4 p.m. to 6 to do assignments, do whatever, wash your socks and whatever you want to do them. Then screen time is normally from 8. I give you 2 hours to watch whatever you want to watch and you go to sleep.
Okay.
Even at now, okay, a few days ago I created a Gmail account for my daughter.
Okay.
I did, and I set the parental controls with it. So if she wants to download something on her phone, I'll be notified in my Google.
Yes.
And I'll be asked to put my password.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So in that area now, she cannot.
Yes.
Unless it's something, and even if she goes and someone to transfer things, then that you're in trouble when I see it. Do you understand? The thing is just that I don't believe, as a parent, when guiding a child, I don't believe that you have to teach the child. I believe in a two-way thing. I tell my child, this is bad, this is good. You understand? I teach you the both. I don't tell you that this side is bad, because when you don't teach that bad aspect, someone out there will do a better job.
Yes.
And when they do it, they will do it in a way that in fact, you won't even get any way to like bring that child back. You let your child know this is the benefits for going on social media. Everything that has good side has bad side. There's positive, there's good and bad in everything we do. These are the benefits you get. And now, if she comes to me and she'll ask me, I'll say, okay, madam, listen, if you want to go on social media, I asked her, okay, you want to go to school? She said yes. Why are you in school? She answered me. I said, what do you want to be? She answered me. I said, okay, this is social media. Even there are sometimes I'll be watching movies. I said, madam, if I see you close to my phone, you are in trouble. Do you understand? I'm not saying you cannot watch, but there are certain things that you are not supposed to watch. When you get to that particular age, you can watch if you want to watch. It's your life. But at this point, if you know you want to focus on your career, there are things you should watch that will help you build that career. If you go on TikTok and start watching people shaking bomb, tomorrow you come and start shaking bomb in the house. Do you understand? So as parents, I feel that we should actually have control. Some parents don't do.
They don't.
They give a child, you buy a tablet and give it to a child. Whatever the child does with it, you don't know.
Don't know.
And you don't even know whether he or she is going in the right direction. A lot of children are doing things with their phone.
Yes.
Things that when you see it, like you get goosebumps all over you. Like, is this what my child is doing? So I think we parents, we should actually control in the way we can, because you can't hold the child 100%. When they go, they have schools they go to, and in schools they have children from other families that brings their phone and everything. But if you are to follow them up, follow your kids up, even when they are home, when they come back from school, get to know them. Because I believe that a proper way to actually raise your child is when you have this connection with them. Build that friendly trust with them. When they even encounter something out there, they will let you know.
Yes.
But if you are this parent that is far from your child, when it comes to this internet of a thing, a lot of things have gone wrong. What have been going on? Could imagine a boy of 16 years coming to my DM and start asking me, baby, how far? It was really annoying.
Yes.
But I don't blame the boy. The parents bought phone for him, or maybe he bought phone for himself. Because now children buy phone even for when their parents don't even give them money to buy phone. But the first earnings they make, they go and buy phone and they go online.
But do you know that it's not all parents that know that they can actually control their children's phone?
Not all parents, yes.
They don't know. So that is lack of awareness.
Yes.
So this is Nigeria. So if they are not sensitized about it,
yes, that is it.
So they have to be sensitized to know that yes, you can actually
control some certain
and
things.
And in this Nigeria, you know that everybody wants to do like the white.
That is what is killing us actually.
So like you are in 21st century, let them be. But the thing is, are they actually sensitized that they can actually control their children?
Exactly.
Your parents, you're talking about your child's own, because you have the knowledge that actually you can do that. But it's not everyone out there that knows that they can actually do that.
Yes, that's very nice. But like I said, the internet is a two-edged sword. It can either make you or mar you. But then parents should watch what their children post online and follow them up on TikTok. Watch what they do. There was this, I think that was last 2 years or last year, I can't remember. The girl, she was practicing I think homosexuality or gay.
Lesbian.
Yes. And then she posted it on the internet. Right? Her brothers saw it. She came back home. Her body saw that day. Like, what her body, like, she felt it. Blows. She's a girl, they don't care. They had senior brothers, they beat her. Her father was just stayed down there looking at her father, her mother were just stayed down there looking at her two brothers, big boys, beat this girl to a plumb. I think like parents should also follow up their kids and watch what their kids do.
To actually ask for God's grace.
Yes,
because the influence this internet has on teenagers.
Yes, especially on this
is something else.
Especially from all these celebrities online.
Exactly.
What they put up is so terrible. How will you dress half naked and come on the internet and say it's trend? And the child will be like, this is what's trending.
They go and sew it.
They will go and just make that
Even
clothes.
you see some little children during their birthday, you see their mothers taking them to a makeup artist. They will make a 3-year-old girl up.
Put her wig frontal. So now also
Gen Z moms and Gen Z parents, that's what they are.
Yes, and these influencers too.
Yeah.
Now the social media influencers are held in high regard.
Yes.
Yeah, they are respected. Now there are a lot of misconception that people have that these influencers are supposed to be perfect human beings. They're supposed to be, especially celebrities too. Let's forget about the influencers. We have social media influencers. We have popular ones that everybody, if I call his name now, everybody knows that one. But I won't mention names. then they are celebrities too. But do you think that they should be seen as perfect human beings, or they are people, they are like human beings like us and they should have imperfections? Because people have this belief that these people are mini gods. They are not, they don't make mistake. Why should a social media influencer make a mistake? Why should a social media influencer, in fact, use the restroom?
Okay, coming to that question, I remember growing up. Yeah, while I was growing up, I used to think that all these actors and actors, I thought they were, like you said, mini gods. Yeah. So I felt like these people were from another creation. Like they are not like us humans, because they were being seen on TV. So we're growing up, I found out that these people are just normal human beings. You can actually meet them on the road.
Yes.
So what is so special about them? So, but the thing now is, if we ourselves here, we are sitting down here now, do you understand? If we can make mistakes, why can't they? They are humans like us.
Yes.
So the only thing is, I tell people that if, let me say, I'm watching your program, for example, do you understand? What I tend to pick are the positive things that you're teaching in that program. I don't know about your daily life. I don't know about what you do. But all I know is, at that point, what you are passing across is something I need, and I need to get something from it.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So I think that if people are looking at these celebrities and social media influencers and all that, they should actually look at the positive side. Don't go imitate them in everything or copy everything they do in their negative, because they are all human beings. They have flaws. Everyone does. You can't expect them. They might come out on the digital space, on social media, and try to be perfect. But there is no perfect being out there. So if you are going to be looking up to someone as a role model, or someone that, okay, this person, I like what he or she is doing, pick the positive things that person is doing.
Yes.
Things that will help you grow, not things that will mar you, or things that will bring you down. Pick the things that, because them themselves, they're already celebrities. They've already made the money. They're still making the money. So even if they make mistakes or they err in some parts, some people will just see it as social trend, and they will go with it. But if you are someone who is trying to come up and follow their footsteps, make it, you are done for good.
Yes.
Do you understand? So I feel that we should not look if these people are making a mistake, or if they should be perfect, because they can never be perfect.
Okay. Yeah, I will agree. I agree with you, quite all right. But then I also believe that in as much as they want to show the world that these are they are celebrities, as we all know, but then they should also limit the way they come online to post. You understand? People look up to them as role models. Nobody you just see someone, they just be like, I believe in this person. This person is a good person. I love what this person do. But then they should just also I don't know, bring themselves and make themselves like, I know it all, you people are beneath me, or anything like that. Actually, in their area of dressing, the way they speak, and I don't know, all round.
Sorry. I think that is where it comes to we humans, like we watching them. It is now left for you to make the decision. Remember when I was growing up, Omotola Jalade Akande. I love that lady.
Yes, I do too.
While I was growing up, I tend to see her. I saw her as a role model. The way she carries herself, the way she speaks, the way she dresses. Those are the things. I don't know about any other thing. I wasn't even looking at her acting, but I just found out that she's someone I actually love. Do you understand? So I tend to pick those things I've noticed that I like about her. I pick those things up. But I know that it's not going to harm me. I have not seen her dress nakedly on movies, or maybe go all naked or something.
Yes.
She's always very modest when you see her dressing.
Yes. Okay.
So
I wanted
that
to
is
ask something.
Yes, I have a contrary view on that particular.
Okay.
Yeah. These people can't stop posting.
They can't. They are making money from
their
it.
posting. Because they will also use they will always use the word consistency. If you're not consistent, how will more people be following you? If you're not trending, how will your views be going up? How will you be making money? So, see this part, I disagree. They cannot stop posting. Even you as a human being, let's just say someone that wants to start creating content, and you tell me that I've started, I found my niche, and then if I post today, I should wait till next week. It's not possible.
When someone watches
So
your video,
when
they don't
the
get
person watch and then
stop watching.
stop watching. So it's not possible that they will stop, and they will continue posting things that will even mar people. So it's best that you decide.
That is
what
a
I
personal
want to
decision.
take. Personal decision.
Pick the right ones for you and leave the wrong ones for those that want it.
And also, people should not follow them hook, line, and sinker. They should just don't believe everything.
That is the mistake a lot of I would say use teenagers. A lot of teenagers do. They feel that if you like someone, you have to follow the person's every footstep. No. Do you understand? If you love someone and you're looking up to someone, you should follow their good ones. Because everybody has a bad side. No matter how much they try to bring out that perfect image, everyone has a bad side. And some of them even bring out that bad side, even on camera.
Okay.
Do you understand? So if you want to follow someone, you see this person, morals is, when you say moral, it should be something that you know this thing is bad.
Yes.
Do you understand? I know this thing is not good. Everyone, like, there was a topic where everyone has a conscience, yeah?
Yes.
And your conscience, unless you're not trying to be truthful to yourself. If you're being truthful to yourself, your conscience tells you when something is good for you and when it's bad for you. Do you understand?
Yes.
If I'm trying to say, okay, Miss Chisomna is dressed, I love the way she's dressing now. I pick up, the dress is looking good.
Yes.
Yeah? So I say, okay, I want to pick them. My conscience will not tell me that dress is bad. You want to wear something like that. Because it's good, I don't have to battle my conscience. But when you're wearing something mid and be like, this girl is looking hot. The fact that she's looking hot, can you wear that thing she's wearing? Do you understand? Everyone has a conscience. So when you're trying to follow someone, follow the positive part of them. Okay. So as when you're speaking to me, you say that this person's so and so. Because when you're trying to follow every step of a particular person, maybe the wrong step they are actually showcasing or whatever they're doing is actually made them who they are.
Okay.
What works for Mr. A doesn't work for Mr. B. So I would just advise that when you're following someone, social media influencers or celebrity or anybody you look up to or you see as a role model, just follow the positive part of it.
Yes. Okay.
Don't follow all they do.
Okay.
If you know that this thing is going to make you, like this is what you need in this place to become something or to get to that particular place they get to, that thing you feel that you know within you, this person is a singer, she has a good voice.
Yes.
I love her voice. And you're intending to become a singer too. You follow that singing aspect. Don't follow the shaking bum bum. You don't have the talent in that one. So it's not going to destroy you. So that's what I have to say.
That's very nice. Now, generally, this has been a very wonderful discussion. Now, generally, remember the topic for today is digital morality, right?
Yeah.
What are you sharing online? So what kind of advice will you give to our viewers out there about how they should be moral in the digital space?
Okay.
Advice generally.
Okay. The advice I want to give to our viewers out there is when you are sharing something online, have one thing at the back of your mind, that you're not the only one viewing exactly what you're sharing. That there are people out there viewing it.
Okay.
That whatever you're sharing online should be something that people will learn from.
Yes.
Something that will impact people positively, and not something that will destroy people.
Yes.
Be it a content you're creating, be it a post you're making, be it a comment you are sharing, a comment you're commenting on someone's post or someone's page. Be careful what you put down.
Okay.
And if you are posting pictures, be careful the kind of pictures you're posting. Because like we all said now, so a lot of teenagers are on social media without their parents' guidance. And what they see, some of them, even some little young boys going into masturbation, some girls going into masturbation, based on what they see online, they think it is right because people are doing it. So I think that we should just be careful on what we watch out there, and parents should please guide their children. There's things called parental control. Even in your TV at home, it has parental control. Set it up for upcoming kids. Set it up. There should be restrictions to where they'll go to. If they have phones, there should be restrictions. Even if they are trying to go to the adult's place on those sites, it will alert you that my child is trying to go somewhere, and you have to take actions against. So please and please, whatever we post online, it is very, very important. Sharing our personal information should also be curtailed.
Yes.
Please. Because some people will share location where you are. You don't know who is targeting you actually. And you share location, next thing you see, they don't kidnap this person. Do you understand? So when you're sharing your location, your personal information online, you should just be careful.
Okay. What about you now?
Okay. What I have to say is that everyone out there knows what is right and what is wrong, what is good and what is bad.
Yes.
That is morality input. So even as a teenager has a conscience that if I'm doing this, I'm doing something good, I'm doing something bad. So while you're on the online space, you should take the positive ones.
Exactly.
Endeavor to ask questions, because most times you see that people don't ask questions. They want to try this thing.
Yes.
Don't go, especially to the teenagers. Don't go trying it out. You have someone at home who has passed through these stages of life. Life is stage by stage, because if you omit the second step and go to the fourth step, then you're going to make a mistake. So you don't just follow everything. And then digital privacy is very, very important. Learn the kind of information, know the kind of informations you share about yourself, even about people. You don't go telling somebody about something someone told you
Online.
online, even if it's not even online. You should know the kind of person you share that information with.
It is not a big
Because
because someone
before you
sharing
even
something
do
with
that,
you is confidence.
yeah,
and
because
trust.
confidentiality. If before the person does that, the person should have trusted you
Yes.
enough. So you don't share people's information about even organizations that are working. There should be regulatory bodies. There should be digital ethics guiding them so that they don't take out people's data and use it anyhow. These are
Yes.
people's private information.
Yes.
So anything we see out there, we should know that what we are taking, we should ascertain what we take, the positive one, and leave those that are going to mar us, because this generation is a different kind of generation.
Exactly.
They are on another level. They call it the Gen Z generation, and another generation is so of it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we need to be very careful. We need to have digital morality, we need to have digital privacy and digital ethics. We need to apply all these things. They are very, very important in our day-to-day life on the digital realm. Thank you.
Yes, so that's very wonderful. And the advice I have to our viewers out there is, in as much as the internet space has helped us a lot, but we should also curtail the way we use it.
Yes.
And especially in, like I said, the TikTok it has people that come up to the internet and show us rubbish, and it has people that come up on the internet and show us the good part of things and what we should learn. So we should all be careful and very mindful of what we post. So for our viewers out there, if you have anything to add, you can drop it down in our comment section on our Facebook page on Serenity TV, and also our TikTok on Serenity TV too. And then you can follow us and like us on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. There are a lot of wonderful things you'll learn from there. Also at Serenity TV Official. So thank you all for being here, and it was nice having this conversation. Thank you.
Thank you very much.